Okay, welcome back. Oh, you can't see me. I don't know what happened to me. I shrank down. I'm a shrunken head. Oh, welcome back to another episode of Speakeasy. Saturday night, 8:30. Not 9 o'clock, Chris Mack. Okay, tonight we got up in the left-hand corner, Iceman Rusty. Say hello, Royce. Iceman.
Yay, Rusty.
Hello.
He's sporting the racist red hat. Woo.
I'm triggered.
Are you triggered? Good.
I am so offended.
In the top right corner, we have Sandra. Say hi, Sandra.
What's up?
Hi, Sandra.
Howdy, folks.
In the bottom left, as usual, we have the mouth of the South, Beth Duffy.
Yay!
I still don't get that.
And Kimmy Jong-un is in the bottom right corner. She may say something, she may not. Who knows?
Bum, ba-dum, bum.
Be our surprise guest.
Maybe, maybe not.
And Bill, I'm sorry, honey, but I think you're the man. You're looking like the man on what was that show with what's his head? Where you always saw the neighbor from the eyes up.
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. Remember his neighbor that you always saw from the eyes?
Yes.
Remind me of. We can only see your eyes.
Wilson.
Wilson.
That's right.
That's right.
Wilson.
Whoa, get back up there.
We
Lost the
thought you were
camera.
the Wilson.
There we go.
Over the fence. Ooh, look at Sandra. You know what they say, Miss Sandra?
Do tell.
Men make passes at girls who wear glasses.
Hey. Hey, babe.
Forewarned. And she's drinking wine.
Yes, indeed.
Bill, you're triggering me with your hat, too.
Oh, before we get started, I got something special for Doc Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Ready, crowd? Ready, audience? Let's go. Let's roll it.
Oh,
Let's roll it.
wait.
Knowing I
Look,
won't
Patrick,
hear it.
I'm Texas. Howdy, y'all.
I'm Texas too.
Howdy, y'all.
Get a dog, little Arnie. Get a dog.
Howdy, y'all.
Dog, little Arnie. Get a dog.
Y'all, please cut it out. The stars at night are dull and dim whenever they have to be over dumb old stupid Texas. Hey, Patrick, what am I now?
Stupid?
No, I'm Texas.
What's the difference?
Sorry, Doc. I just had to.
Har. Let's see you be brave enough to play the one I sent you about you. I know she didn't play it for opening music.
What? Oh, this? What you sent me about me?
You had to give him the idea.
I sent him something
where
to play
is
for
it?
him.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think he's brave enough to play it. We'll see.
He's looking for it.
Playing.
I was trying to trigger Beth. That's her favorite song. Right?
I will not.
That is not what I sent you to play.
What was that, Beth?
I'm not saying a word.
All right, Sandra. It's do we get serious now, guys? I'm sorry. I'm on hour 78. No, what the hell? Why not?
Me ha puesto el sub ya para abrir el restaurante que da el arroz. Y me llama el cocinero. Risita, ven por la paellera. Venga, que las 2 de la tarde ya están aquí. Miren, bañador. en las chanclas. Todo despeinado porque no me dio tiempo nada ponerme las chanclas y el bañador. Voy a la playa, había subido la marea.
Bill, you have plenty of homework assignments.
Había subido la marea y encontré una paella. Y la encontré porque te estaba la paellera agarrada. Metí entre las piedras de chipiones del faro. Y cuando entro en el restaurante me ve el cocinero con una paellera que adentro solamente paellera. ¡Ándale, mira dónde llega el agua!
Oh my lord!
Phil, you have homework for next week.
Homework?
You either need to send me every clip you will ever use, or I need them typed out.
Oh, do you have a big enough computer?
Yep.
Oh, everybody got quiet.
Why's not going?
Yankee, you still hadn't been brave enough to pay what I sent you.
Oh, what'd you send me? On what? Periscope? On Telegram?
I don't know. You know I sent them a dozen different ways.
Oh.
You expect me to remember? Probably,
Is it Lyle Lovett?
yes. Be sure and tell him what the name is.
Hold on. Oh, it won't
Oh
play.
boy.
It's particularly
If you write
pertinent.
anything on your computer, you
Oh.
need to get Grammarly.
I write pretty much.
Commercials. Oh, I hate this YouTube commercial thing. All right. Well, start it up, Doc, while I try to find this thing. Or make it work.
Do what now? Start what up?
So is it a
The
dig
show.
at Phil?
What?
Doc,
Hmm.
is it a dig at Phil?
Of course.
Good.
What was the title of the song, Phil?
Oh, hold on. Let me find it. I'm looking.
Okay, while we're waiting, I just want to say, Angela, was that her name? Angie 445. She made a great statement that Thursday night, my favorite things. It truly was an enjoyable show. I mean, just straight up enjoyable. The conversation, loved it. Scott, West Texas. Hey, guy, how you doing? We miss you.
Yeah, how are you online and not in here?
Because he's with his daughter.
He's
No,
only peeking
not
in
online.
occasionally, he said. We miss you, though, Dawn. And thank you. I'm telling you, it'd be hard not to have fun with Kimmy. She is so fun. I mean, she just
is.
giggle, you know?
Yeah, I love it.
I did too. I really enjoyed it, but I didn't get to my whole list of my favorite things. I forgot about my Trump collection. I forgot my flags, my Jesus flag and my MAGA flag. I forgot, gosh, there was so many. My cute shirt. It says, do you cute? I always walk around going, I do to you. I do. I wore it in Vegas to see if I was going to get any comment.
Did you?
No, but I had that weird experience with the weird lady on the way home, remember?
Yeah.
That was freaky. That was really freaky. Hey, and Sandra, I'm glad you came on tonight of all nights. Remember, okay, so you remember when I was telling y'all about her and the things she said? When you were listening to, what was I listening to? Something, it pointed out almost every one of the points she made. It made my arms just go up in goosebumps. It was so freaky. When there was, who was it that was talking? What did I see? I knew I was going to forget. Okay, in a minute, we'll go on and I'll come back to it. But something came out this week that was eerily very reminiscent of most of the main points she made that I remembered. Because remember, on my notes, on my pictures, everything I did was gone except for that one picture.
Yeah.
So, but it was weird because Debbie goes, we were just sitting there listening to whatever it was, and he said, "Isn't that pretty much the same thing that lady said to you?" And I was going, "Yes."
Yeah.
So it was like, got me goosebumps.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Is this it, Doc? Nope. Sound.
So Rusty, what's on your brain?
Oh my gosh. Trying to keep up with the bombshell that came out the other day. Trying to research some of that about the CEO.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look more into that. It's just something we didn't see coming.
Well, I missed it. I'm sorry. I was looking.
Oh, you didn't hear about it?
No, I'm sorry. I was just focusing on what Phil was doing. What did you say about it again?
Oh, well, CEO came out and said he was approached by Struck and a few others.
Of Overstock.com?
Yep.
Yeah, the weird guy? Mm-hmm. That was freaky, wasn't it?
Totally.
I think we're going to see a lot of that. I think people are put in corners, either come out and expose to get the word out, or you're going down.
Mm-hmm. Although, Q has said that there's no deals, but I think if they come, the first people that come in will, if they've got enough info. But I'm going to tell you this much, that man better have some darn good security. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'd be sleeping with one eye open, and I'd be having me some professional security. I'd be calling Trump going, who do you recommend? Because Trump's got the best.
Yes.
They're going to kill me because I'm telling.
Well, don't you think they would think beforehand, well, first I better get good security and then come out with the information?
I'm sure they do. They're just not going to publicize it.
No, they don't. And did you not get the sense that he kind of thought he had said a little bit more than he planned to that night?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking at...
Go ahead, Rusty.
Ladies first.
Chivalry is not dead. I cheated by watching the Body Language Ghost too. Mm-hmm. And she was saying how you could really tell, like, but once you get involved in talking, and there's that freedom in being able to discuss it, and his interviewer, can't remember her name, she was allowing him to talk.
Martha.
So by not interrupting him, the flow goes. I wish people understood that. Like, shut the hell up and let the person that's the guest actually talk, and we will get way more information.
100%.
But when you're cutting them off, it drives me crazy.
And that body language woman, she is good.
She is.
Yes.
You can tell that she knows her stuff. I think you're right, Cinder. I think once you get in front of the crowd and you go, what the hell? I've been wanting to say this for the longest time, and you just let it rip. You go, in that moment, it's easy to go, I'll deal with the consequences later. But I'd be calling Attorney General Barr and asking him if he had a guest room.
Yeah.
I bet he's got pretty good security. I'd be asking if I could stay at his house. And gee, by the way, do they provide you breakfast if you do?
Their continental breakfast here?
Yes. I'd be going, I like my coffee black, by the way.
Me too.
He usually brings it to me in bed, just FYI.
Well, my husband, he does make my first cup of coffee every day, but it's usually in a to-go cup to take him to work.
Well, that's still very thoughtful. I like him. And you know what? Somebody, I think on Twitter or somebody was talking the other day about they got reprimanded by some woman they'd held the door for or something. Did y'all see that? It was one of our group, I think, that tweeted it out. And I'm going, oh my gosh, I'm going to fall over myself trying to make sure that the gentleman understands that I like being a lady. I like being treated like a lady. And I like a chivalrous man. Nothing makes a man look bigger than when he makes himself small for a woman or a child.
I agree.
I find
totally
it really attractive.
I just want to put a little sidebar. I do have the best guy ever, but it doesn't mean I don't want to kick his ass sometimes.
Oh,
So
hey,
I
we
just want that clear.
There's always like we tell them. It's like, honey, I like you a lot better today than I did yesterday. Yesterday you got on my nerves.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And I didn't kill you, because I didn't think it was worth going to jail for. But
Right.
we on to fight another day.
I don't want my kids to hate me for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill told me that one time, what was it, Bill? You told me, you said, you can do something because you said, I said, Phil, you aren't going to, one day he called me, he acted real serious, and I thought he was going to call and say he couldn't do the show anymore. I was going, you aren't going to quit on me, are you? And what was it? You said, no, I'm too afraid of you.
Fritz just said in the chat, listen to Sean Hannity. I can't, Fritz. I can't listen to him because he is the king of interruption. And it drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm. It does get on your nerves.
Yeah.
This way it's just better on the radio.
Does he let people talk on the radio?
No, it's just him.
He goes
right
through it.
Like
maybe that's the problem.
Like Sarah or John Solomon, that's when I get particularly irritated. It's like, you're jumping up and down on my last nerve now. Let them finish the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
They were making a very important point, and he just, I don't know. I think he means well.
Well, part of me actually wonders if it's purposeful in some instances, because his guest is about to say something that maybe they're not supposed to say yet, but they're caught up in it. So I do wonder if that could be part of it, but he still drives me crazy.
That could be. That's a good point. That is a good point.
Because I believe he's in on everything.
Do we have anything we can do about the dog, or is that no?
I want to know who has the dog.
It might. Beth, do you have a dog in your background, babe? If she does, she can't hear it unless we tell her. I'm not sure. Beth, are you there, Boog? Probably. She's probably gone already to do it. I don't know. Maybe she stepped away. Anyway, are you going to play my song, Phil? I didn't forget. I'm not going to forget.
What song?
You can just keep on letting everybody whisk us past my point. But I'm not going to forget. Women don't forget.
No, we don't.
Kimmy
We
has a
make
dog.
Lyle. Don't y'all like Lyle?
Hell no.
You don't like Lyle Lovett?
Nope. And it's not of any fault of his own. It's just, no, I can't. I want to smack his mouth so bad. His lips are so fucked up. I cannot stomach him. But there's a reason why. My college roommate, she dated a guy, Lyle Lovett. And I won't get into that story. But man, so I can't, I'm very biased.
It'd be bad ABGBs about the name Lyle Lovett.
Oh, big time, man. Big time. And he looked just like him. So I just can't, I'm unable and unwilling to separate the two. Plus, he hurt Julia. And that kind of pissed me off, too. So he's on the shit list.
Yes, I hear you. I never did understand that Julia and all of it thing was almost like Marilyn Monroe and what's his head? The really smart one. That she married, the really smart guy.
You talking about Ben?
Arthur. And
oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about Marilyn Monroe.
Remember she married that real kind of dweeby looking man?
I wonder if it was a setup.
Well,
now all the things that we're learning. All the things that we've learned, how a lot of marriages are set up. in order to get this specific thing done. It's just so weird. You can't trust any of the history. I don't trust the history to be true. Just what they showed us.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. Well, Miss Beth may have stepped away, or are you there, Miss Beth? That might be while we are here and working. Phil, can you mute her until she comes back?
Beth, you there?
I just did.
Okay. Sometimes she has medication that can make her doze off, or she might have stepped away from the mic, not realize she can't hear the dog barking.
Our MAGA family needs to continue to pray for Beth. She has come a long way.
Yes.
And I think she sometimes, you get weak in the midst of it. So we just need to continue to pray for her, to strengthen her inside and out and all that jazz. But she's come a long way.
She sure has. I don't know if people know her history to know that how very far she's come physically. It just shows that girl has got a heart of a warrior. She is bound and determined and doesn't give up. And I admire that in somebody. Because you know the difference between success and no success, or triumph is a little got to have that she's got it. I'm in awe of people like that.
Yeah, it's up to us. Each individual, it's up to us. It's our choice on which way we want to go. And sometimes being negative is comfortable. It's a comfortable place to be. But you don't always want to be comfortable, because there's a lot of joy on the positive side. So, when we choose that each day, and I'm guilty of not choosing it sometimes, but when you do choose it and you keep moving and you go forward, you actually become stronger.
Yeah.
And I think Beth is truly a testament to that. And she's honest enough to share it. She doesn't hide behind it. She actually shows herself. And that's a beautiful attribute. That's what makes me love Kimmy Jones so much too. Because she actually was like one of the first people to make me feel like I'm a normal person, because she was truly herself when she would scope. And seeing people be real and honest about who they are, I think brings a lot of comfort to other people. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
Doc, you talking to your hubby? Who are you talking to, Doc?
I was ordering my hubby around because I accidentally left the door open and I didn't want all the company to go as my house come through. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no problem.
But yes, I agree. People I think forget sometimes that happiness is a means of traveling. It's not a destination. It's something you get up and choose every day, and sometimes multiple times in a day on very trying days. And, when years and years and years ago, when I was in school, there was one philosopher that I just always loved, and he said, if you will practice whatever you want to feel, make yourself practice it every day for 10-15 minutes. Like for me at the time, I was going through a divorce. I was not happy. He said, I want you to act like you're happy for 15 minutes every day. And he said, one day you will wake up and realize that yesterday you were happy for, maybe 30 seconds of that 15 minutes. And you might skip a day or two, and you might get on down the road, and then you might have 10 minutes of happiness or 6. And the more you practice it, just like everything else, the more comfortable you are doing it, and the more you become it. Because our brains really, we don't realize it. Our hearts succumb to whatever our brains tell it. So if you tell it you're going to be positive, and if you choose to focus on the positive, then your spirit recognizes that and becomes that a little bit more every day.
Yes. And I believe through that, when you add some gratitude, even for the little things, then as it grows, it's like a plant. You water it, it's going to grow. So we have to eat. The only way we stay alive is to eat. So what's your choice today? Are you going to take that, even if it's a minute of positivity? It kind of reminds me of because most of us are 40 and up. I know there's some 30s and then there's a few babies. But remember when our hearts first got broken and you would think about that person all day long. You'd wake up, they're the first thing on your mind. You go to sleep, they're the first thing on your mind. And then as time goes, so does the hurt and the thought of the constant thought. Well, we actually have control to accepting the positivity. It's a choice. And we are that choice. Look, Fritz put, Beth has more spunk than the entire damn party. I think the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because I think shit's about to really hit the fan. And I think it's important that we all do a self-check so that we have the strength, because it's not going to be just what we're dealing with. We are going to be the people that those that did not understand or turned us away when we're trying to tell them, they're going to come to us. We're going to have to be positive and strong. So we have to get ready for this battle. That's what I think.
It's like I was reminding my daughter last night what it means to put on the full armor of God every day. I mean, you have to mentally envision yourself doing it. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of the things that we've been researching and stuff are really hard things to deal with. Things that you normally you shy away from, going, no, I cannot read that. I cannot expose my spirit to that. And yet, when I've been doing this research and everything, I pray every time, God, protect my mind, protect my heart, protect my spirit from the evil and from the ugliness that I'm about to expose myself to. Because I just normally try not to let that kind of thing in, And when you're researching it, it makes you so sick when you're really thinking about it. And I'll be going about my day, working at my desk or something like that, and all of a sudden it'll hit me. There is a real person somewhere in this world right now wishing I knew that they were suffering so I could go stop it. And I don't know, I don't get the ESP messages. And it overcomes me with grief. And I have to really work at not letting that just overcome me sometimes. I mean, don't y'all feel that way, Rusty? Do you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, just going out and helping somebody, regardless of who it is, brings a lot of, how do you want to say,
joy,
and that you've helped somebody. Doesn't matter how little or how much. It's just a point. You went out there and made a difference for somebody else who can't.
Sometimes it's just a smile or a good morning.
Yeah. That's very true.
It's that simple.
You got it.
I was going down the aisles the other day. One of the things that was brought to my attention when my mom was elderly and we were taking care of her, she was always, the last few years of her life, she had to ride in one of those little buggies, like if we went to Walmart or someplace like that. And to me, the thing that I was most concerned about was making sure that people still saw her, not just a buggy, not just an old lady in a buggy. And that, just them making eye contact with her and saying good morning, acknowledging them. Mm-hmm. Oftentimes that can be, because I think a lot of times people don't want to be rude by staring, so they don't even make eye contact with that person. And we forget they're human. They want eye contact. They want good mornings. They want people to see them and see them as a human being. So that one.
But also, don't we want to be seen?
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, when you actually say good morning to someone and you put a smile, that makes you smile. You know what I'm saying? You have the opportunity to actually change someone's day. Now you can say fuck you too. I've done that as well when you piss me off. You know, it's me.
You got it. Hey, you know how
fuck
other
yourself.
mamas are. We'll hug you with one arm and bitch slap you with the other.
Yeah.
And if you're out of control, we are going to jerk a knot in your tail.
Well, that's like we have like a handicapped person who just rides around town, and you say hello to him every morning. He says hello to everybody.
Isn't that nice?
Oh yeah, real nice
got
guy.
a little flag on his. He's got this large antenna, and they put a flag on it with these reflected things because he rides in his buggy all the time, and it's got a little canopy on it. I wanted to tell him that I really think that they should make that motorbike where he could be, okay, I'm zipping to the grocery store. It's hot outside, so that little canopy come out. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that would be cool.
If you really zip that thing up, I'd ride with him. I'd be trying to pop wheelies in it. Do you mind? Can I drive? Would you scoot over a little bit? My butt's bigger than yours.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Hey, Kenny.
I keep checking on Beth. Her dog's still barking.
Okay. She'll be back here directly.
Is there sound? Yes, there's sound. R2 has.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Kimmy.
Hey,
I concur with smiling at people. That's my specialty. I was
smiling
a little bit.
That's awesome. You have a beautiful smile.
Yeah.
I like smiling. It's my favorite. Y'all know what line that movie's from? What movie that line's from?
No.
Mm-mm.
You have to.
I like smiling. It's my favorite.
I like smiling. It's my favorite. Let's see if the chat knows.
When Hannibal Lecter was it?
It's
just saying. First thing that came to my mind. He's about to eat. He's happy.
Who's not happy when they're about to eat?
Seriously.
It's from Elf. It's basically the opposite of Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, I loved Elvis. I was at my granny's when I found out that he married Priscilla.
No.
Oh, who? I didn't hear he said this.
I admire your honesty.
Oh, I love Elvis. I was going to tell you about Elvis the day that Elvis married Priscilla. I locked myself in my closet at my granny's house. I thought he was going to wait on me to grow up so I could marry him. Elvis, not Elvis. What? Oh, my Lord, I loved Elvis. I thought he was going to wait on me. When he didn't, I was so upset. I locked myself in the closet at Granny's house.
Well, I'm sure he regretted it.
I'm sure he did. I'm just saying. Because you know what? Fluffernutters are my favorite. And they were his too.
No, he liked peanut butter and banana. Peanut butter and banana. It was peanut butter and banana, not peanut butter.
A fluffernutter, but he liked the marshmallow on it too. Yes, ma'am. That was one of the reasons why he was getting weak. If you put those things, if you put fluffernutter on, oh dear Lord, no, you got to make the toast, and while it's hot, you got to smear the peanut butter on so it gets real melty, and then you put a layer of marshmallow fluff and banana, and then you put another one on top, and you smush it and you eat it. So good.
I may have to try that.
I may have to fact check Doc. So I may have to fact check you on Elvis liking fluffernutters.
Oh, he did. Did you not know that?
He
that
liked
was one of his favorites.
I don't know if it
I
had.
know the king now, honey. Are you kidding? I was going to marry him. I was going to fix those fluffernutters for him. Remember?
Well, okay. Well, I've been wrong before.
Well, I could be too about exactly what it was like, but I know it was peanut butter and banana. Yeah. And I know it was the marshmallow too because he was gaining so much weight. And I was very worried because when you carry it around your tummy, it does make you at a higher risk for heart attack. But I didn't realize that those drugs were going to get him first. I was young. I didn't realize he was on drugs then.
Is that a Texas thing?
The drugs or the marshmallow cream?
Is that a Texas thing? This food you're talking about, Doc, is that Texas or something?
Do what?
Is that a Texas thing?
Actually, I learned it from some Yankees.
Yeah, it's a Yankee thing.
It is a Yankee thing, really. But I adopted it.
No shit.
I've never met a calorie I didn't like, in case y'all didn't. Yeah, we make fun of it because I'm fluffy too, but we won't go into that. There's something to be said for being fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
So Beth is on silent. Okay. Hey Russ, hey Phil, hey Doc, hey Sandra, and hey Beth if you can hear me.
Duffy, are you still there?
She's muted.
No,
or was.
She's not muted. Beth, you still there?
I think she's probably taking her meds or something. She'll probably be back here directly.
My daughter.
See, Lynette says it's a New England thing. The people that taught me about it were some volunteers from up north, like the Maine area. They were all Boston, Maine, and all that kind of thing. You know, where they kind of talk through the names a little bit.
So you got that from the Yankees then, right?
Yes. And
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win.
I doctored it with the Southern twist, and it's not Southern.
Oh no.
Oh. Yep.
Okay, well, I didn't mean to interrupt. What were we talking about besides smiling at strangers? I didn't mean to change the topic or.
Hey, Rusty, you were telling us what you were researching before we came on air. What was it we were talking about?
Oh, the CEO who just came out with information about being. I haven't read a lot of it, but I think he was dating that Russian agent.
Yeah.
Who is now in federal prison.
Maria Butina.
Yes.
Tina or whatever her name was.
Yep. And he supposedly had been approached by Strutt and a few others, McCabe, and there's one I'm looking up, and he's a federal attorney, district attorney. So I haven't really got into that one yet, but I'm kind of reading up, like I said.
I don't think he said that he was approached by them. I think he said that other lower levels approached him, and that whenever Peter Strzok was testifying is when he realized that that's who it was that approached or that gave the orders for people to approach him.
Well, I did catch where he was approached for 2 other cases.
Mm-hmm.
One in the death of his friend in the Wall Street scandal 10 years ago.
And I wasn't sure what to think of him. I'm still not completely sure, but I did see 2 things. One, that the body language girl, she believes that he was being sincere in his statements. And then also, both of these, by the way, both of these things that I saw were put in the tab room by CDO for Jesus, just to give her that credit. But the other thing was a Maria Batima's lawyer confirmed that his timeline, like the events that he claimed that they coincided with things that he already knew to be factual from her. He couldn't verify everything, but as far as that specific thing, he was being honest as far as that goes.
But he was also being a little vague too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was.
But what is my curiosity? He's got this new cryptocurrency. Now, is what he's saying about Strutt and all of them true? And trying to do the right thing? Or is he promoting the cryptocurrency?
Well, excuse me. I think it could be both. There's, it could be both.
Because I did catch that.
Mm-hmm. And his motivation for coming forward might be to get the attention on the cryptocurrency or whatever, but I don't know. I mean, it could be both. It could be that he did it and he's wanting to promote his stuff, or
beyond that. Because if you did notice, he made sure to slide in the part about them setting Hillary up. He made sure that was in there because he's still, remember, he's a hippie. He says he's a free spirit. Well, if you're a free range chicken, then you're going to stick that stuff in there. And he wanted to make sure that he pointed it out that they were blackmailing her.
Yeah, he said her name and then he said her name again, like make sure you hear this part.
Exactly. So I don't trust him. I think he was being truthful, you know, but I think he's a zany kind of half-lit kind of guy. I don't know.
I gotta say, I like half-lit people, so why do y'all think I'm hanging out with you? All of you people. I take my half-litness and put it together with your half-litness, and together we're fully lit.
And we're fully lit. We're just sparkly like that, aren't we?
That's right. Yeah, I'm seeing Nancy in the chat. I can see that one comment says, but the Hillary part doesn't make sense. In some ways it does make sense, because if like a foreign government would want blackmail on all of the candidates, regardless of who wins, they would want to be able to blackmail all of them, I guess. I mean, I don't guess that, but I mean, that does make sense. But I don't know if that's, I don't know. What did you find out, Russ? I took over.
Oh, you're fine. That's basically how far I got, because I just caught, it was on Fox, and then I just started looking a little bit there. So I haven't really got too deep into it yet.
Okay.
I'm trying to get all the names, trying to connect them at this point.
Nancy made the comment, but he was able to build $1 million company. Well, yeah, because once you're playing with these people, you've got money coming your way. It makes perfect sense. You know, it's the money. The love of money is the root of all evil, and people do things that they probably never thought they'd ever do when they've got money coming at them. You know. And that, to me, that does two things. One, that separates you from God, because, you know, you don't need him because you got money to live how you want to live. And then two, you compromise your person, your being. And Hillary, hold on. He likes her, wanted to cast doubt, and I don't know what Nancy. That was your response to her. Hillary in anything makes perfect sense to me. She had her claws in everything. You know, that's the bottom line. I mean, am I shocked to hear Hillary is involved? No, not at all, because she's a control freak. That's what I'm, she is a total control freak. And she may not put herself out front, but she's in the background. So, you know, you have to look at who we're talking about. You know, yeah.
Who is Hillary not connected to?
What's that?
Who is Hillary not connected to?
Donald Trump.
Yeah, you got it.
Actually, they are connected. They were friends. He donated to her campaigns and stuff. I don't know about friends, but like they did things.
Yeah, he donated to both sides.
Yeah.
You know, but he was the sober one at all the parties, why everyone else was not. You know, he was chummy with her to get the goods. I mean, that's how I see it.
I agree. I agree with that.
Well, obviously, there's nothing that he has done to be in any way illegal connected to her. I mean, it's somebody who has that. The Koch brothers has donated to both sides, but we know they're scum. But Donald Trump is a smart businessman. He's not going to do it. He's going to play by the rules.
Yeah, listen, Donald Trump the bottom line is he loves our country. He loves America. He is not a perfect man by any means, but he's a perfect man for the job. Mm-hmm. He's got kahunas like I don't know what. You know, the shit. You know what he puts up with. It's crazy, but he always has a plan, and he is a success story. I mean, yes, his father helped him, but how many bankruptcies? How many times did he fail to turn around and be successful?
His dad gave him a loan, but his dad didn't do it for him, and that is to me the testament of his character. Plus, the amount of times that he came back from bankruptcy. I mean, there was one point where it was, 86 or something like that, when the big bust came, and he was not flat broke, but, had lost a great deal of money and had to rebuild, and he did. But that, to me, is the true sign of a genius, is someone who, win or lose, keeps on,
Keeps on going.
Yes, the temporary setbacks don't mean anything. It's that he has built a reputation over a span of years for that. That shows stick-to-itiveness. That shows grit, determination. And it gave him exposure to all those people that he's got all the dirt on because he didn't participate. He wasn't drunk when they were. He wasn't high and, ditched out on adrenochrome whenever he was taking notes. And that man, you can look at him, that man never has forgotten anything in his whole freaking life.
He's sharp.
He really zeroes in on the person speaking. You can tell he isn't just half paying attention, thinking about what he's going to say next. He is intently taking in almost like a machine. And I wager that man doesn't forget squat.
Nothing.
Probably true.
I think he acts like he does sometimes for convenience and to play their narrative of him being adult, but that's only to use to his advantage. I think that man is so far ahead of most every. I think there's a very small percentage of people in this world that could ever outsmart that man or even keep up with him, maybe.
And he's so patient. I think that's one of the biggest things. He is patient. He knows what's coming. He's watching their moves. He's recalculating. I mean, it's crazy. Can you guys hear my kids in the background?
I didn't.
Okay, good.
Maybe just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna be mama.
Go beat them kids, Sandra.
You know what? It might be the dog. Might not be Sandra's kids. We might have got them in trouble for nothing. Is it Beth's dog?
Better do it on camera.
Hey, Beth Duffy, you there? Beth?
Mouth of the South.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi, love.
Huh. I don't think she can hear us.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
She's so cute. Piper's pictures from her first day were so cute. I loved it.
Okay. Mama handled business.
She was so precious.
Well, we realized it might not have been her. It might have been Beth's dogs. She get in trouble for nothing.
No, I could hear them. They were freaking loud.
Oh.
For some reason, this microphone picks up everything.
Well, what kind of microphone is that? Scott was needing one the other day.
It's a Google phone. It's a Google. Came with my Pixel 3.
Oh, no, it's listening to everything we're saying.
It is. Do you hear us, Google? We love Donald Trump.
Oh.
Yeah.
We have an imperfect man for the perfect job.
Yeah.
FBI, please open your door.
He never used anybody but imperfect people. I mean, if you notice, God doesn't use perfect people except for Jesus.
That's
yeah,
true.
Well, there aren't any. He doesn't have any choice.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry, guys. I just headbutted you.
He could have picked me.
Things that I love is that God doesn't use, is that he's used some of the most
Love you.
People in the world to do His will.
Yes.
And it may not always. Anyway, we don't talk about that.
But that makes me feel like, okay, I can still do something because if He can use people that were even more frail than me, I know He can still use me for His purpose. So that's always encouraging. It's kind of like that thing Sandra was saying all kinds of nice things about you a while ago, Kimmy. She said you were the first one to encourage her because of your scope and just being your cute little natural self, and that she was very encouraged by it. Isn't that nice?
You know what? That is so sweet, Sandra.
You know I love you, Kimmy. I just can't help it. Listen, what I want to say, Doc, is it reminds me of when Saul would go around killing the Christians. Yep. And God, in His grace, turned him to Paul, who started preaching the word. So I personally think that murder is the most egregious sin there could be. And that's because you in your arrogance took a person's right to their life.
Exactly.
And, God, please don't ever
plan for their life. The reason
yes.
You brought them into this world, and you take that decision from God, like you're bigger or as big as Him, and that's yes.
Like who the fuck are you? And yet He uses Saul, and he becomes Paul, who is one of His greatest. So come on, people,
Yeah. I mean, because remember, for the longest time, a lot of the Christians wouldn't even let him into their circles because they thought he was doing it to get in to kill more believers, because that's what he did for so long. He was the worst of the worst, in killing Christians. So there's hope for everybody.
Yeah.
As long as there's a breath in your body.
Yep.
So, but boy, I'm telling you, I was asking everybody earlier, I did a little promo to remind everybody about our shows, and I was asking everybody if this China thing has bothered them at all. Has anybody been upset or the least bit worried about China?
No.
I think I know who's going to win this match.
Is China a thing? No, I'm not worried about China. I did see a video that I believe Russ put in the tab room that of the Hong Kong protesters tearing down the what was it? Facial recognition. In fact, Boogie's in the chat right now, and I tagged him in it. I retweeted and tagged him because I thought he'd be interested in that. The facial recognition cameras, they were tearing them down.
Yeah, so, and they were spray painting them too.
Yeah. China.
I love the way he says China. China.
I love China.
China.
They're our biggest threat for sure.
They are.
I mean, they have all our state secrets. Thank you, Hillary.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And I listened to a deep dive on Patriot Soapbox this morning, Caleb. He's just an awesome little guy. And he put on a deep dive about that. And they played from 2005. There was the head of the China Foreign Ministries they played a speech by him. And he basically said in the speech that their long range game or goals for America was to take us over as peacefully as they could so that they wouldn't destroy the land, but that America and Canada and all the several of the Western countries would afford them the space that they need to continue their dynasty and takeover of the world, and that they didn't want to use anything like nuclear weapons or anything. This is, one of their prime ministers saying this in a speech, that their goal was to take us over, take our land from us, and kill us as peaceful as they could, so they wouldn't ruin the land for their use.
Yeah. Oh, so is that why they are making rice out of plastic bags? Because I watched a whole video on that. Don't ever eat any food from China.
I just went to Mr. Chen's Chinese restaurant today and had rice.
Well, I hope it was American rice.
Well, it was Mr. Chin. I don't think it was American rice.
China.
Actually, James read that last night on the Pirate Radio. Boogie had sent it to him in a DM, I think, or something during the show.
Oh no,
and
that's a different country.
Japan.
It was some kind of letter on that foreign minister guy.
Oh, I did learn something I forgot, though. In this deep dive, I did want to point out. I did not realize POTUS, again, outmaneuvering his enemies and our enemies. He made a deal. Y'all may have already known this, but it was news to me. I somehow glossed over this. But Abe from Japan, Prime Minister Abe, bought a lot of our debt from China to take that power away from them because we asked him to. And so now, my understanding from what he said, if he's accurate, is that Japan owns the majority of our debt rather than China.
Oh, do they?
Very good situation to be in.
Yeah. Yep.
Was I the last one to that party? Did you already know that?
No, I didn't hear
know
that yet.
You did or did not? I'm sorry.
I didn't.
Didn't.
I heard that, and I'm like, our president is the fucking bomb. Diggity.
I'm saying, always ahead of
smart.
your head.
Yeah. I bet you China shit their pants. Like, oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
They just took, Yeah, China's going to bend.
Leverage away.
Yeah, Trump isn't done with China. He's being very he has been extremely patient. And again, he's being patient because we don't know his next move, but, I trust him.
He does. I think he's already got it all mapped out. I think he's already knows how Z is going to do it. I think he knows how all the different options, and whichever one he chooses, he's got the right answer for. I really do, because, I was reading another article the other day that was talking about how long they really think that POTUS planned his run and his retaking back of America. It was years before he ran, guys. Years that they planned this, every contingency.
Mm-hmm.
So you just go, otherwise, how would you be, because he thinks of everything. I mean, he takes me aback. I don't know about y'all. Maybe y'all are all smarter than me, then. So
I don't know about that. But if you watch his interviews from back in the 80s, he's always been into what is going on. He's always shared his opinions. They were always very smart.
Spot on.
And they're consistent with how they are today. Like it's the same.
Exactly.
Yes.
Had the same
consistency.
Yes.
I was going to say, I think it might be time to find another piece of chocolate cake for President Xi. Get another piece of chocolate cake.
That was the Moab of all trolls. To get up from the table and order it, and then casually sit back down, and as you're having a sip of your coffee with a bite of your dessert, casually lean over and tell them. That was, I bet that felt so good. I bet he went, boom, bad.
Yeah.
On the inside, of course, on the outside, he's like James Bond. James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Moab.
Yeah.
Well,
Drop Moab.
Yeah.
Here you go. The chat stopped working. But anyway, here you go. I've got an article right here. Hold on. I'm trying to fix the chat at the same time. Transition it over. Let the audience see it. Japan surpasses China as largest foreign holder of U.S. treasuries.
Surpasses. Okay.
And that's from CNBC on August 15th. So Japan added $21 billion since May of U.S. treasuries, treasury securities, surpassing China.
See, I don't know how I missed that when that came out.
Yeah.
Do y'all?
I don't know when I saw it. I don't know who. I don't know any of that, except I know that somewhere along the line I had heard that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear nothing about it.
think it's one of the shows because I remember seeing that and somebody's reading it. Wonder if it was Boogie. I don't know. I have no idea. Hey Phil, will you check on Beth?
I can.
Yes, you're it. Beth, we were just going to do a well check book.
She's unmuted.
Are you there, honey? I wondered if maybe she was back with us.
Beth Duffy, are you there? Beth. Hello.
Okay. She takes meds sometimes that makes her doze every now and then. So she'll be back, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Should I put up that picture of her with no makeup? Will that wake her up?
No, we want her to be awake to enjoy that one. No.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see her claw your eyes out after you do.
That's right.
She will.
I want to hear her yell at them.
Internet. She will reach through that internet and hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Let's try it. Maybe.
Sounds like challenge accepted. I know that. He's like, really?
All right. So I think something that might be good for those that are watching now or maybe later, can we list, can each person maybe list who they watch, their videos from, where they get their information, good place to look, maybe somebody will get a new place, to get information from.
Don't start
with me. What'd you say again, receiver?
I was saying, okay, so one of the things I do to get my information and get different perspectives, I got to tell you something. I love, quite frankly, he's very good. I've been watching him more regularly now. He's excellent. iPod, he's incredible. In the Matrix, I think their show is like at 4. I also, I try to catch 412 Anon, but it's just bad timing. Doc, you told me about Dog. I really like him.
Good dog, isn't he great?
He is so good.
He is.
He's so detailed. He's so detailed, and he shows everything.
He's mentioned before. I think he may be in my town, in my area, in the Dallas area. But he mentioned what he did, and I want to say he does something that could be related to the government, or was, and now I think they are trying to start their own channel or something. But he's great.
He deep dives.
Yes,
and he gives the full picture.
I'll tell you somebody else, if you don't already listen to him, also is Feisty Cat. Feisty and Friends.
Brilliant. She's brilliant.
I haven't watched that whip. And they do those deep dives too. Mm-hmm. And T.N. Homesteader and Stable Genius with an 8. It's ST8 BLE Genius. They're on Sunday morning starting at 10 Eastern, I think, a.m. on Patriot Soapbox. They do fabulous deep dives. And she does a Q quiz. I love the Q quiz.
Y'all listen, we got, General Eaton says CNN.com. And Jennifer Bruce says Brian Stelter is my go-to guy.
Hey, I got a video about that. Hold on, about CNN.
That's funny.
Hello.
You didn't ever tell him what the name of your song was.
Yeah, I like cat word too. Cat turd.
Oh, I love it. Neon Revolt is good.
I agree with you about iPod. I adore him. Even if everything he ever says for the rest of forever is wrong, I would listen to him just for the pure entertainment. He kills me.
He does. Great videos.
He calls Elon Omer your bromar.
Yep.
He's like, Elon Omer your bromar.
Yep.
I like
Sir Patrick.
I love Boogie and the Tab Show and Chris Mack. I love Those are good sources. I like Citizens Investigative Report is probably my favorite Q person to follow as far as the information that she gets. She irritates me with her voice and her laugh, but other than that, I like her.
Who is it?
Citizens Investigative Report. Her name is Katie G. So anyway,
I haven't been listening.
I have another guy that I really like. He's not a Q person. He doesn't even believe in Q, but he's Ed. I don't know his last name, but he just calls himself Ed from the Outer Light. I love him. He's from New Zealand, and he's really cool. So he does a lot of esoteric stuff that people would like symbolism and that kind of thing. So those are the ones I've been listening to the most lately. And then what y'all post in the tab room or the Q room, like the different chat rooms that I'm in, people posting links in there. Oh my gosh. So many
overwhelming.
things. It is overwhelming. And then I get a lot of my news from whatever Ben posts.
Yeah, Ben's excellent at that. Yeah.
Stephen Wilkow is also a very good radio host. He just tells it like it is. He doesn't take bull. He's on Twitter. He's on Sirius XM too.
Mm-hmm. You posted something recently from him. I can't remember what it was, but it's good. Anything else that you'd like to listen to?
You all right, Doc?
Yes, I'm sorry. I can get choked on my own spit. I choke very easily. I don't know why. It's kind of runs in my family.
Oh, I'm going to say this too.
I went down the wrong path. So I did want to break y'all's eardrums. I'm sorry.
I know that feeling. Once I get to coughing, if something chokes me up, it'll tickle my throat for eternity. And it's like I'm perfectly fine. I'm not going to die, but I cannot stop coughing because I just have a tickle right there that will not untickle. Yeah.
Beth, is that you? Is she back?
I don't think so. I heard her dog barking, but she didn't say anything.
Miss Beth, are you there? Probably not yet.
So who wants to go next? I like this question, Sandra.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Think of who else I'll listen to. And you know what? I always, not that he's on Periscope or, like new media, but I do still always love Rush because he's always so insightful.
I've got so many options, so many other options that I don't even think to listen to Rush. Whenever I do catch him, a clip of him here or there, whatever, I'm always glad that I did. And I always tell myself I need to catch him more myself, like just watching, but I just don't.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mark Levin too.
Hi.
Mark Levin.
Levin, yeah.
Or Levin, excuse me.
Yeah, he is good. Mm-hmm. I don't watch him.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this much. I cannot hardly bear Fox anymore. I listen to more of the Fox business than I do any of them. But I like Barney, and I like that little what's the little gal?
Ramo?
Yes.
Man, I tell you what, I saw her at the Al Smith dinner, and I thought if I was a lesbian, I would be driving myself to the Al Smith dinner right now.
Word.
Y'all know what I'm talking
beautiful.
about?
Yes, in that red dress.
She has the long gloves on.
Yep, with her white gloves. I didn't even know that was her.
The whole time on the phone, she was sitting right behind POTUS. I wanted to say, girl, do you not realize that the whole world is watching you diddle on your phone right behind POTUS?
Like that, you can get away with
glasses out and looking at the text, and I'm going, you're sitting behind POTUS. I'm sorry, that's the one time I would not multitask.
What I was imagining was that she
hold on, Kimmy, 1 second.
Someone going, OMG, you will not believe what is happening right now.
Hold on 1 second. Did I hear music playing?
You did.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like somebody's ringtone, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. But yes, I thought I was sitting there going, she's probably having to get on to one of her kids because they're arguing with the babysitter. That was, as a mother, that was my first thought.
Yes. Yes.
Because she kept getting her glasses out, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's so funny how all these years later, with the short-term memory that we, that humans in general have, like we don't even remember necessarily what happened.
We all remember those glasses.
And we're all like, yeah, we know exactly who you're talking about.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I remember her cleavage with that dress. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I remember.
I remember that too.
Yes, Sandra, because that was the day that I was wishing that we could just start swapping body parts. Wouldn't that be fun if you could say, okay, I've got a special date tonight. Can I borrow your cleavage?
No,
oh no, he's more of a legs man. Can I borrow those long legs? I can make more.
That's funny.
Can I borrow it for a couple hours?
What'd you say?
Can I borrow it for a couple hours?
Yeah, not you. Not you.
That's funny. I wish some of the women on Fox would wear their hair up. I'm like, what fucking woman does their hair besides you, Doc, every day?
They like don't do their hair ever any day.
I don't do mine every day. I told you, I either look good or homeless. One of the other.
Women don't do their hair. They sit down and somebody does all that. They all look exactly the same.
Well, and you know what bothers me is they're supposed to be professional women, and they usually are dressed like they're going to a cocktail party. And I'm sorry, as a professional woman, I do not wear things that are cut down to my navel. I'm sorry. It just drives me crazy.
Just to go back there, when
sit there and talk about, I'm not treated as a professional. Well, then dress like one.
Just to go back there, when Doc said, hold on, when Doc said, I either look all dolled up or homeless, if you don't believe her, I have photographic evidence of that.
Die an early death if you put that up.
Let's put it out as a poll to the audience. Who wants to see the evidence?
And believe you me, it isn't too far for me to come.
1, to see the evidence, audience, or 2, not to?
No! No!
We're doing a poll. 1.
See the blackmail I always have to put up with.
Somebody mentioned sex in the chat, so I got distracted.
Fritz said it. The corporate owners tell them what to wear. Yeah. I mean, it is true, but I think it would be more... I just wish they put real people. You know what I mean? That would just be...
All
the women are sticking up for Doc.
They're here to mesmerize. They're here to... It's all part of the mind games, all part of the propaganda, all part of the... whatever it is that they're doing to us. As Fox is just as guilty as the rest of them.
Oh yeah.
And they do it just to
we have too many women in the audience, folks. Come on, guys. Where are you?
Well, you need to start tweeting them out. Where are all? Oh, I know Ben had plans tonight. I haven't heard. Stefan was probably working late, maybe. And daughter, I believe, was tending to his family.
J-Dub was in here. I saw him come in. We've got... Who's that other dude? Keel? Is his name Keel? We got General Eaton in here. We got some dudes.
Boogie Bumper, the infamous Boogie Bumper.
Our infamous
Boogie's in here?
Yes, he is.
Jennifer Briggs, she just said she's got legs. Knows how to use them. ZZ Top, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I haven't thought about ZZ Top in a long time.
Oh, I love ZZ Top.
I like the videos.
Funky hat with the long hair. Huh?
I like the videos.
Of course.
Oh, 2% Prince wanted to make Phil wear the makeup next week.
Oh no. There will be no Shepard Smith here.
No Shepard Smith. Okay, I just voted.
Or Bill Mitchell.
Bill Mitchell.
I like it. He was actually, somebody tweeted out today that they caught Shepard Smith yesterday, and he was actually not snarky. And then they said, of course, he was absent. He said, the great show was great. It was straight news. No snark.
Who took over?
I can't stand him.
Something took over for him yesterday.
I will say the only time I like Shepard Smith, and this is going to be terrible, is during a tragedy.
Do you like him during a tragedy?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but he's very good at he cuts through the bullshit, and he's just talking about what's going on. He's not all emotional, and because he's a dick, but he just gives it straight. So that's the only time I like him. Other than that, his cake makeup face with his little twang. And he's got such a nice studio. When he shows all the people and all the computers, all that shit is so nice.
Well,
who's Doc Waddle 7? He says he's seen Denise Raggedy before.
I know. I'm going,
I've seen Denise all raggedy before.
Drank our coffee when we used to watch Closer, when Closer was on for 8 hours. 8 hours. We would watch, and I'd get up in the mornings and have my coffee. We'd be chatting in there. And it was like, now we don't get to. So
I do miss my morning with him.
Do you?
Yeah, because it's just a repeat of what he did in the beginning. And you get all the clips. Like he would do the clip of Hannity. He would do the important clips. He'd show you all the news. Once in a while, he threw a story in there about how he was a salesman. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. Can we just keep going on the news? So I do miss him in that aspect. Like it was great to wake up and I would get yesterday's news before my day actually started. It was good.
Yeah, I don't. I didn't really watch him very much. I watched him some, but the time of night that it was on, like I'm a night owl, but I didn't want to start watching news at midnight. Usually by that point, I was either scraping myself or doing something more fun. What are y'all looking at? And then I was not gonna, I wouldn't be awake to see it. What are y'all looking at? Are y'all looking at the chat? I can't see the chat.
I can't see chat whatsoever.
I have chat envy, or as Jennifer Briggs calls it, FOMO. I'm missing out.
You don't get it, Kimmy?
No.
Wow.
Well, it is showing on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's how I'm reading it. On the wall in the Periscope.
Yeah, I can't see it. I was thinking that y'all were seeing it as it was happening, and so if I wait for the wall, then
it's delayed.
Yeah, so I was thinking y'all were seeing something more current. Plus, it cuts it off.
Yeah.
At the pictures or whatever. So anyway, so what else? Bill's not going to say anything. He's just being so mischievous. That little mischievous smile of his. I know he's got something happening.
I know, you could see it on his face.
I'm always plotting.
I want to know.
I'm going to ask the audience this. I got a poll.
All right.
Do you want me to call Bill's phone again so you can hear it?
What's that?
That was Scott calling Beth a while ago, I guess.
One. Okay, there's one.
Brian's saying Yankee Boy Phil will have to be in makeup next week.
Oh no, that ain't happening.
Well, I will say the answer to Briggs, she did a poll and everybody hit 1 for Phil to wear makeup next week. So that poll has now come to a conclusion, and that's what everybody would like.
Nah.
Yep. So Phil, I'm sure you have a wonderful older lady neighbor that would love to help you.
Nah, that ain't happening.
Pancake makeup. That's probably what it is.
Exactly.
Okay.
Bronzer on your cheeks.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put the pictures up. You tell me. Oh.
You better be careful what pictures you're putting out.
Is that Beth's
That's
alarm?
Beth's phone.
Wisely.
That's Beth's phone. Scott is calling Beth so
To
we
wake
can
her
hear
up?
it.
Choose wisely, Phil.
She's not answering it. Oh, anyway. Okay, I got 2 photos up. They're going to be up on the screen in a minute. Who's prettier? 1 for the left photo, 2 for the right.
Oh, jeez.
It's going all red for some reason. It's getting all squirrely.
That is hilarious.
That's a red flag right there. I'm in trouble.
Briggs, their eyebrows are on point.
Not everybody can say that. I
Me
mean,
too.
like,
Me too. That's why I keep saying how my eyebrows on fleek. Send the message to your light eyebrow friends. If you use this, you might look 1,000% better.
it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Just frame your
It's a
face.
sign, you know, there was a plastic surgeon when he was doing my nose, he was telling me about several things as you age is your eyebrows, because women eyebrows thin.
Mm-hmm.
And my battery's going low for some
That's a
reason.
real thing?
Yeah, it does. And also the length from your nose to the top of your lips. As we age, we lose the fat in our faces. And so that's why we get more, looking. And because when you're younger, if you'll look back at your faces, they're more round, baby. You've got lots of fat in your face. But as we age, it all falls down. So the other thing besides your eyebrows is older women, the brow bone becomes very prominent and then the eyes become small. So in order to prevent that, you put a darker color on your brow bone, like a little bit darker taupe or something of that nature, to fade it away. And then you put your lighter tones on your eyelid to make your eyes big. And as we age, that's extremely important because the brow bone becomes too prominent and makes your eyes look like your skin's sagging down over your eyes. So if you open it up, you look fresh. As you age, that will stand you in good stead. So y'all don't need it yet because y'all are all babies, but when you do get there, you'll know.
Oh, I'm glad to know that, though.
So, how do you think the Yankees are going to do this year?
Fuck the Yankees.
What else is maybe she's born with it? Maybe it's Maybelline.
Girls win. We outnumber you guys.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'll start
Ball
talking.
game over. Yankees win. Yankees win.
You know, Phil, I don't appreciate that 1 or number 2. No way are we not going to wear makeup. What the hell's that bullshit? You will have everybody leave the show. Come on.
I missed it. What is it? What?
Everyone, 1 for Doc and the girls not to wear makeup.
And 2 for the same.
You didn't say that was an option. I'm not voting on that one. That ain't going to happen in this lifetime. I would
do it, but then you wouldn't see my eyebrows. That's what Sarah always does to me. Mama, can I have this?
Hey, you want me to go Sandra? Can you see me? She's frozen.
Uh-oh.
I've got something that's going to freak her out. And she's got that. Oh, no, are you froze? Yeah.
I may be, but I could hear you.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Look at the camera.
Oh, nice. Oh, my God. You know what that reminds me of?
Ears, too.
Did you see the movie? I'm always about movie. Adam Sandler with Jennifer Aniston, and he was a plastic surgeon, and the chick that had the eyebrow that could go up to her forehead. Yeah, nice.
Wiggle my ears too. I'm very
Let me
told.
see.
You want to see me wiggle my ears? I don't know if
Yeah.
I can do it. Okay. I don't know if I can do it. I gotta stop smiling. I couldn't. You gotta. Okay, don't make me giggle. This is a true talent. I mean, that's what
I heard
It is.
I just actually never seen a grit before.
Don't get me tickled, Phil. I won't be able to do it. Hang on. Just...
Ooh.
Good.
Holy shit. I saw that. Nice, Doc.
Thank you. Tips are accepted.
No shit.
Cigars, cigarettes, gorillas.
Phil is so bad.
He is bad. And you know what I'll say to that?
And you don't much look like a steer to me, so that kind of narrows it down.
Phil's
Do not
crazy.
play that man again. We are going to take him away from you. He always plays that one with Joe Biden slinking on the kitty cat without me knowing it.
I still think that he needs to figure out a way to do Joe Biden behind you sniffing you.
Ooh, Willies.
I think so. I think that needs to happen.
Here's my response.
Kiss my grits.
I kiss my grits button.
I couldn't hear
Isn't that great?
We couldn't
That
hear
name
it.
sounds like royalty. Are you royalty?
Yes, I am. Thank you very much. I am the queen bee. Timmy said so. Hold on. Can you hear it?
No.
It's not
Yeah, I heard it.
It's why I was saying, tell her she can kiss my grits.
That's right. Mel's Diner.
Loved it.
You gave me a great idea, Sandra.
Uh-oh.
Studying Women was really my favorite.
What was it?
I wanted to be Julia, but I was really Charlene or Suzanne.
Julia Sugarbaker.
She was always so. My sister is really Julia. Cindy can cut your legs out from underneath you and leave you with a smile while you're walking away on nubs. I mean, just like Julia. But one of my friends kept going, it was a Yankee, and he had never seen the show, and I made him watch it, and he goes, I can see a little Julia in you, but I really see a little bit more Suzanne in you. And I was going, Suzanne. He comes back and he goes, yeah, I can see Julia, but boy, you are so Suzanne. And the next week he comes back and he goes, Queen Suzanne, Queen Suzanne. I'm going, no, I am not. I wanted to be Julia. But I think I'm really more kind of like Charlene. Did you remember Charlene?
Oh, she was the blonde.
She was the one at the desk. I would have loved to have her legs, but I didn't get those.
Character.
I'm a little too short, but she was so cute. But she was very Southern.
Yes. When I think of characters on TV shows that I like wondered who I was, it was Friends. I always think
Thank you.
Love Friends.
I'm Monica. That's
You're
my girls tell. Yeah, they always say you're Monica, Mama.
I'm not Monica. You know who I am. I haven't told you, but you can probably not have a hard time figuring it out.
I know who I would think you would be.
I'm not going to tell y'all who I am.
I know who you are.
We know who you are.
So
okay.
You're worried about offending me, but it won't.
I think you're Phoebe.
Yep.
I'm more Phoebe than Phoebe is.
Yeah, you're Phoebe. That was my initial thought.
I never thought about who I'd be. Do they have a Southern on there?
They have what?
They're all New Yorkers.
I know. That's not really.
But you have like a super clean one. I don't know what Rachel would be. And then Phoebe was like the airhead kind of hippie chick.
But she was smart.
She was smart, but she was also like she didn't know that Old Yeller died. She thought Old Yeller was a really sweet, good, wonderful, uplifting movie.
Yeah.
She didn't ever get to see the end. Remember? She never got to see the end of the movie, so she didn't know he died in the end. She thought Old Yeller was happy. She
Yeah.
was the happy part.
And
Yeah.
one of my favorite lines from a TV show came from Phoebe. It was one of the first episodes. Someone invited her to do something. And she goes, "Oh, I'd love to." No, she goes, "Oh, I wish I could, but I don't want to."
I know. I love Phoebe for that. I love it.
I wish I
And then
could.
Monica's the control freak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, on time. Please be on time. Efficiency. Love it.
Dependable.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I got a dash of that. I got a dash of them all. Personality-wise.
There you go.
I don't have a dash.
So let's start naming who Rusty and Phil are.
The guys were so. Listen. Ross is. Phil is Ross.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Ross. Who's Ross?
You never
Perot?
watched Friends, Phil?
Watch Friends?
Which Friends?
If you don't know.
Oh my God. You don't watch Friends. Holy shit.
Who didn't see Friends?
That's a tragedy.
I don't know.
You've been abused.
Yeah.
You can call CPS.
Is that some show or something?
Oh, he's just
Yes, Phil. It's on my house every day. My kids watch Friends. I still watch it to this day. You know.
Jessica talks about, like, when something's happening, she's having a conversation with some of her real life friends. She talks about her friends, like they are her friends. Like, she's like, oh, like remember when Rachel said blah, blah, blah? And they're like, no, we don't.
Tell her to call me. I'm up to date.
Yes. I have it about memorized.
Yeah.
Every episode. Absolutely. Those were good ones. And the other one, Golden Girls, that was funny as heck.
That was so.
Did y'all ever see that other one called Wings?
I loved Wings.
It was funny.
Wings.
We used to love that. It was called Wings. And you remember when they were taking care of the old man in the bed and he goes, thirsty, thirsty. You remember that?
Well, I don't remember that one.
That was funny.
The one guy, I think his last name is Shaloub or something. He played the immigrant, and there was something he was singing the lyrics to. I don't even know what the song is called, but he says, "My goat knows the bowling score." Hallelujah. I think instead of Michael Rowe, the boat is short. You look confused.
Yeah, I'm trying because that tune sounds familiar, so I'm just trying to hack my brain.
Michael Rowe, the boat ashore. You may me sing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, it's funnier when you say "My goat knows the bowling score."
It's funny. That is funny. I know that song, but I don't remember what's from. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's very familiar.
I think that used I think it actually was a song that had to do with a historical occurrence, actually, and you didn't know it. Something like that. If we could find out and research it, that would be interesting.
Okay,
you do that, Doc.
It kind of keeps coming back at me over that.
I'm gonna research that for us.
Yes, you just talk right on that, please.
Well, we're talking about old shows, and then I just thought of that little midget dude. The plane.
That was Fantasy Island.
Yeah, there you go.
Hervé Villechaize.
Yes.
Nice.
And that guy, the one that was always
Ricardo Montalban.
Yes, he was always so smooth and charming. He's like, he talks kind of like one of Haley's doctors. We used to call him, my husband dubbed him the love doctor because he was from Honduras. And he had this, oh my God, to die for accent. So my sister and I would fight over who was going to get to hold my child when she went to the doctor, because whoever was holding her, he would come over and go, oh, my little rock, in that accent, and you would just yell, and he'd be like right there, so we'd be fighting over who's going to get told Haley. I'm Haley's aunt. I'm going, I'm her mother. I hatched her. I should have told her. For Mr. Romantic is like right there. You're putting it on my neck right now. And I used to tease him all the time because we told him finally we dumped him the last doctor.
Now, are we going to take over the winning, MAGA winning promises?
Looks like we are.
Yeah, it's 10 after almost.
Oh, wow.
Bill, you are not keeping time. Now, I sent you some perfectly good material. Hey, why don't we, well, I was going to say we could see if anybody wants to talk about any of it, if you want to bring it up, any of the points up.
I can.
Time goes so fast.
Time flies when you're having fun, Doc.
I am saying, I look forward to it all week, don't y'all? Getting to giggle with y'all.
Yeah, it is fun.
Talk about everything.
Make it.
Because isn't it more fun now that you know you have people that think like you, and to know that I think even that it's going to come out soon that POTUS really won the popular vote. And I am going to absolutely dance. I'm going to run down naked down the street barking at people. I'm going to be so excited over it. I mean, y'all just aren't going to know what to think.
They're going to red flag you.
Or, no, I'm just, y'all close
Send Bill Mitchell to your house and red flag you.
Right after me, yes, y'all will be calling it a red flag for sure. If Bill Mitchell had his way, I'd take him, take my gun. I'm just, but honestly, would y'all not be?
I will not be doing that, but I will be excited.
You don't want to come join me? Well, at least come clothe me. Throw something over me, Kimmy. I've lost my mind.
I don't see any chat. Is nobody chatting, or is it just not rolling up?
Well, I definitely I can't wait till New Hampshire. I really hope he can, Lumenowski can take it. I'm really excited about that one.
I'm going to refresh the chat and see if it comes back up.
Yes, Lynette was saying Dr. Epstein already explained that POTUS won the popular vote.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know that he explicitly said that, but he said he could have swayed up 16 million votes, which would, if they stopped and thought about it, would effectively wipe out the gap. Plus, if you think about all the different states that they've been reporting that they've been finding hundreds of thousands of dead people and illegal people and all that they know cast ballots in 2018 or in 2016, then he did beat her soundly with the votes. Now the other thing is, let me ask you this: do we think that if he was able to push through voter ID, do y'all think that there's going to be a way he can get it done? Because I heard that it was not going to be possible to get voter ID done in time for 2020. Do y'all think we maybe could?
I think that we could get it in
Executive
some
order.
states. Probably not nationwide, but I don't think that it should be a federal. I don't think that it should be nation. I mean, I think that all the states should do it. I don't think it needs to be mandated by the federal government. But I hope that.
Oh, I think it does.
I don't think they would ever do it otherwise.
Well, what are they going to do about like all these illegals going to have an IDs?
I don't know.
I feel like Illinois is a sanctuary state. The state is sanctuary.
I'm saying I don't think the Constitution allows the federal government to make those laws.
To make voter ID required?
Yeah, I think that that's up to the states, and that the Supreme Court determines if it's constitutional or not.
Well, can't we make an amendment? We've made amendments for other bullshit.
Oh, yeah, but that would take forever.
Yeah, that'd take everybody voting it in. I don't think that. See, Kimmy, I don't know about that because POTUS, I did hear somebody talking today, and they were saying that, POTUS could even do it under executive order. I don't know about all that. But I don't know. I think it'd be very interesting to see. I think we need it, but I do think that the only way he won in 2016 was, I think, because he used the military in strategic spots. That if he didn't win those spots, if they were able to wrest it away from him, I don't think he would have won if he had not guarded those certain places. You know, like Ohio and places like that. So I think there's certain key states that they're going to, regardless of the voter ID, that they'd be watching. But I just think there's got to be some way to skin that cat. We need to find a way, and we need to get more up to date on what he could do. You know, what could be done. Because I know the states cannot change the requirements on the Constitution for eligibility to run for president, but could the elections not have some kind of certain requirement that?
Well, the elections are, because see, we don't have a national election. We have 50 different state elections, and that's where the electoral college stuff comes from. And so each state determines their election laws. So I don't think the federal government has any jurisdiction over the state, over how each state handles
if there's some way to slide it in.
I think where that happens is like we've heard of states that I think North Carolina might have been one. I think let's just pretend it was North Carolina that wanted to have voter ID, and then somebody in North Carolina challenged it and said that it was unconstitutional. It went up to the Supreme Court, who at that time was terribly liberal, and they agreed that it was unconstitutional, that it disenfranchised voters. And so what we need is a Supreme Court that has constitutionally minded judges, so that when these types of laws get challenged, they won't lose, like the Constitution will be followed.
Well, I don't think that's going to be rectified with John Roberts on the court until Ruthie kicks the bucket or somebody else gets.
I think that if that North Carolina, or the one that I'm pretending was North Carolina, I really don't know for sure which one it was, but I think that if that were to go
what you're talking about,
get challenged, I think that it could that it would pass this time, because it's really not. It's not disenfranchising people. If anything, it's the opposite. If anything, it protects the votes of people. So I think that if it were to get challenged and go back, that it would pass this time for saying that, because it is constitutional, or it's not unconstitutional. We're not disenfranchising people by saying you have to.
I don't think that they would find it the same way. I really don't.
I don't think so either. So I think
here's the thing:
to allow the states to do that.
In order to have a bank account, you need an ID. In order to register your children for school, you have to have an ID. In order to cash a check or take a certain amount out of your bank, you still have to show your ID. To buy liquor, you have to have an ID. To buy cigarettes, you have to have an ID.
Mm-hmm. They should franchise you at the liquor store.
Yeah, but still, you have states like probably Illinois who give illegals licenses, and you're gonna have certain polls that are going to say, okay, you've got an ID. You're not going to check to see if they're a citizen or not, and they're going to let them through.
Or even forget that their illegal immigration is a thing. Just let's pretend that it's not a thing, that there are 0 illegal aliens in the country.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, I want to know that somebody from Alabama is not coming to Mississippi to vote. Like you vote in your state election, I vote in mine.
Oh, yes, that's a good thing.
I don't get to go to 12 different districts just because I have the time to do it that day. I just
I feel that idea putting a sniff of Joe Biden on my shoulder.
Oh, did he do it? Yes!
Oh my God, Bill.
I'm going, hey, get him off. I think he's breathing on my neck. I can feel him.
Oh, that is so funny.
Oh, Phil, you did such a good job. I'm so proud of you. I want to say Lynette. I think Lynette might have misunderstood me, or I misunderstood her comment. I don't know what North Carolina's voter ID laws are. I just use them as a pretend example because I didn't know what they were talking about. Yeah, so it could have
I
been.
remember what state you were talking about, Kimmy. I remember that case. And it, you know what? It very well could be North Carolina.
And it
but,
might have been.
It was a southern state.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I can't look at that screen.
They did try. Get that pervert off my shoulder. On my neck. I keep getting chilled.
Oh, don't stand up too high, Doc.
No, get him off of me. Oh, Prince is going towards my cleavage.
That is so fab.
Fritzy, I don't think I have any left, so it's okay.
That's funny. That is funny.
He's nasty. Get him off.
We're gonna leave him there for the rest of the show.
I can feel him. He's like, I can feel it. I
Oh my God.
You know what drives me crazy? America needs to know this man swam nude in front of his security guards. In front of his FBI patrol after they repeatedly asked him to clothe himself. He wouldn't do it. He's a perv. Not even girls. He likes anybody looking at him. He's disgusting. What are you doing now? Get him off. Oh, I'm saying. Arians tell me to give him a kiss. No, I say my sugar.
He just likes to hug people. That's all.
And smell their hair.
Yeah, he's a sniffer. He's a sniffer.
Ew, he's so weird. He's gross.
Ben K. Biden on my shoulder makes stop.
I think he's trustworthy to let give our country to.
Ben K. Doc. Ben K. said, "Biden on my shoulder makes Doc happy."
Ben, I thought you like me.
And then Briggs said, "Joe's frozen in pleasure."
You'll be tuning in Tokyo pretty soon.
Because you know what? It's always funny when I'm getting dressed to make sure I'm decent looking on the show. I always forget and go. I start reaching for the perfume. I'm like, y'all are gonna be able to smell me out there. I think that's the funniest sort of thing. I always forget. Hi, Bread Maker. Glad you came, doll. Oh, for a minute, Rusty, you look like a floating head. How come?
I have no idea.
You're having the Scott treatment.
Well, at least I ain't got Biden on my shoulder.
Very true.
Oh, hard.
Rusty's wearing a black shirt. That's why.
Well, it shows.
With the green screen.
Oh, yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that, Kimmy.
Oh my God. Phil, you are so bad.
Kimmy, he's going.
He's all in Kimmy's hair. You can't even see his face anymore.
Did you hear him?
We're gonna move him around a little bit.
He's going. Herbal essence you use, Kimmy.
Herbal essence.
Herbal essence. Remember that? Herbal essence.
You don't remember how controversial those commercials were?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh, that seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
That is funny.
Oh, Sandra.
Oh, hell no. Phil, you better get that shit off me right now.
Can you feel his breath?
Look. Fuck you, Biden.
I'm already prepared. I'm not in front of the camera.
Yeah, Rusty disappeared.
Oh yeah, Rusty. There you go.
You know when you eat it, when you start talking about dill pickles, how your mouth kind of starts watering? When I see him doing that, it makes me get the heebie-jeebies, like he's really breathing down my neck.
All right,
That's
Rusty,
great.
come back.
Yeah, there you go, Fritz.
Such a delay. I didn't know he was there yet.
We got a great show enhancer.
Fritz tells you to stick your cigarette like what is? Wait.
Yeah.
It went away. Basically, to burn in with your cigarette. Hey. Oh, sorry.
Well, Doc, we had some articles. Maybe I should look through what you sent me here.
Yes, you don't want all my hard work to go down the tube. People here might have something that they would like to. Hey,
oh, here's a good one.
I sent you some videos too.
Yeah, I got one of them. I'm gonna pull that up right now. Who do we got here? Where is it? Where? Whoa, calm down. All right, we got a video from Doc. Let's see what it. Oh, wrong one. Oh, okay.
I select those.
Okay.
Very stupidly.
I'm gonna play it now. Ready?
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, when the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Woe say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, there you go. That's one of the videos you sent me, Doc.
Voice is far from perfect. The same is. He was walking his dog and was so overcome by patriotism when he saw our flag flying in the air like that, that he sang, even though it was his first time ever on Twitter. And I thought, I love that, because that's an everyday patriot like us, y'all. Just being overcome by his patriotism. And I thought that was wonderful. Even though he couldn't sing worth a lick. Bless his heart. But neither can I.
Wait, did you see them in Hong Kong where they were flying the American flags and singing Star Spangled
I just so happen to have that for you, Rusty. Good point. Great minds think alike, honey.
Since Boogie's in the audience, I'm going to play one of his favorite songs. Just a piece of it. I know it's not his favorite.
This is one of the exciting things about writing and teaching.
Oh, these damn commercials. I hate that.
Oh, yeah. Boogie can't stand this fucking song. I love it. I love this song.
To be.
Because the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know
Oh, we got to cut it off before we get axed by YouTube. Yeah, that song is a little... It's a nice song, but it is a little cheese whizzy there, isn't it?
It is a freaking great song.
Phil, are you playing stuff on your Never mind.
Phil, do you see the video I sent you about what Rusty was talking about them singing the national anthem in
Chinese? Well, James and I can do that for you. Not Chinese. It's some form of Asian.
Har har har.
All right, I got it. I think I do. You said the Hong Kong? Ah, there it is. I got it. Ready? This video from Rupley. What happened to Sandra? We lost her.
Pick her daughter up, but she'll be back.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize they sang the song from Les Miserables. That gave me chills. That gave me more chills than our song, actually. Because I didn't expect it, but
that's become their protest song. It said.
I did not know that. I've got chills are coming up again, and it's not even happening.
They're waving American flags in Hong Kong, and here they're waving communist flags.
And here we've got people kneeling when they're fighting for their very freedom, and we got people that don't even care. Just blows me away. I think I had some other good ones too, maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking. Oh, I froze up here. Hold on.
I gotta put my face back together. I'm looking all sad and stuff. Get these wrinkles out of my forehead.
I know, a little Botox. I've got that picture of the Shar-Pei before and after. It's got the Shar-Pei, for the before with all the wrinkles, and then it's got another dog. It's the pit bull or whatever with them real tight, and he's got before and after Botox.
Love it.
I can never do my face is too expressive. You'll know for sure.
I don't know what's going to happen in my face as time passes, but it's not going to be. I won't be happy with it, I'm sure. Ben's brother just made lieutenant something. I think it says colonel. I can't see it because of the boat now, but congrats, bro.
Lieutenant
flags in the United States.
amazing. Yay, Ben's brother! Congratulations.
Definitely, congratulations.
That is so cool.
What was that, Doc?
Ben Kay's brother just made lieutenant commander in the Navy.
Oh, wow.
Lieutenant commander. Okay, I can't tell it.
Yay.
So, Phil, I don't know if you have your Telegram up or not, but I just sent you the video of them tearing down those facial recognition things if you run out of things to play, which you probably won't.
Okay, Telegram, you said?
But no, don't worry about it. If you do Doc stuff first.
Oh, that's okay. I'd love to see it. And I did, if it's on Telegram, I think I sent you something else on Telegram too to show.
Okay.
Oh, and there's another one that's wonderful. It's
his friend, not his brother. Okay.
Okay, I got it. I got one of them.
I see Joe Smith.
Let's get rid of that Lyle Lovett stuff.
Fritz is defending you, Doc.
Thank you. I'm gonna headbutt him.
Headbutt who?
You for putting Joe Biden on her shoulder.
Oh yeah, there's another one that's so good. I sent you several good ones.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No, dude. I mean, I want to see that. That's permanent. That's huge. Because Kimmy, we know that POTUS. You know, he always says he's not president of the world. He's not, but really, in effect, he is.
Well, he's inspiring people. He's giving people hope that if we can do it, then perhaps they can too. And then the yellow vest that was talked about a lot. And,
okay, I got it. Sorry.
I think it's important.
Okay, here it comes. So they were tearing down the facial recognition cameras?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big deal because, you know, in China they have the social credit score. And if you do anything that is not approved of by the state, or if they just want you to if they just want to punish you for whatever reason, they can always find a time that you rolled your eyes at a pedestrian, or that you might have pulled your kid's hand too hard to get her to come with you, or whatever it is. I mean, they can do those things, or you're whatever.
Somebody on social media that they don't like, your social credit score goes down.
Yes, and that is why we can't do this stupid red flag stuff. We can't open up our mental institutions. I have so many opinions here, but like, I don't trust a government at all to be in charge of my freedom in any way, really. And so like, that is our future. The social media, I mean, the social credit score stuff is our future if we don't stop it. If we don't stop where we are and then go back to where we're actually getting those freedoms back. Like, we have to go back and like retrieve the freedoms they've taken from us. And if we don't,
then kind of mental institutions to help the mentally unstable. I'm with you on that. I don't know, and I know they're privately owned right now, but so many of those people on the street in San Francisco are exhibits of there not being any. I don't know what the answer is, because I have the same fear of the government being able to take away anybody's freedom. At the same time, some of those people in San Francisco and some of those places, they need to be in a hospital on medicine. I don't know what the answer is, but
it's not that. I will never support mental institutions. I will not. I mean, I want to support state-run, government-run mental institutions.
Well, we have a big one that was closed here in Utica, and those people that were kicked out of there hang around there on park benches rocking back and forth all day. They really should be in some place.
Yeah,
But-
there needs to be something.
Yeah.
The thing is, I just don't trust the government to be in charge of deciding.
And I don't know if there needs. I don't know with it. I don't know that it needs to be government. We need to find. I don't know. I just haven't figured this one out because I feel so. They need help. They need a place and they need medicine, but I don't want the government deciding anything. I'm like you. They have proven themselves very untrustworthy.
And the problem that you run into is either if we have mental hospital type places, you either have the government running it, or you have corporations running it, or you have private entities running it. In all three cases, you're going to have human beings running it, and human beings are fucking garbage sometimes. And I don't trust humans to decide what's better for other humans because they don't do it right. Sometimes they do, but I just don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I really just don't know. But
I don't either, but I know that there's too many of them out there that need help and that are a danger to themselves and others that do to be institutionalized.
And they do need a place. I do agree with that.
Yes. I just don't know. I'm like you. I just don't know how to make that safe. And like Fritzy was saying something about the short term. Yes, they can. I do agree that is one safety protocol is that most involuntary placements are short term. And that is to help safeguard against people.
Well, there's not going to be anything that's perfect because look at nursing homes.
That's right.
Or assisted living homes. There's problems all of the time, and those are not run by the government. They're regulated by the government, but those are all private institutions.
Right.
So there's never going to be a. I'm sorry, Russ. What was that?
No, I'm sorry. The governor here wants to shut down some mental institutions.
I don't think you can just shut them down. Actually, there needs to be a few reopened for some of these people. But I understand Kimmy's point, but we can't just leave them out on the street because someone made a good point in the chat. They're going to end up in jail, which is worse.
Well, yes, and I do think that there's something that needs to be done for prisoners who have mental issues. That's not good, but Ben is suggesting that I'm advocating for AI-run institutions, and I guess I kind of was. I didn't mean to.
No, I don't want those either.
Yeah, so involuntary placements to prevent suicide. I'm definitely for something like that, like life prevention kind of.
But not what was suggested by some big name on Twitter, that we just have red flag laws where once Donald Trump's not president and we have another liberal, we're all on the red flag list because some liberal like Kamala Harris or whatever decides that we need to be on it.
Yeah.
Or even just a regular Joe. Or the problem is they en masse report people. And I mean, there's just no sane argument that I've heard yet for red flag laws. That is absolutely, and I don't understand people that did not see that POTUS was working the left and working the optics of the situation.
But Doc, they didn't have weapons like they have today.
They had muskets. Yes, I heard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but back then I can go out and get a freaking cannon if I wanted to, right?
Yeah, and I guess those same people probably don't know enough about weapons to think that a semi-automatic, they think sprays bullets. I mean, come on.
I doubt back in those days that they had big gated communities to keep people safe. I doubt that a certain person could have tweeted their support or lack thereof of anything back in the 1770s.
Well, George Washington did, didn't you know it, Kimmy?
Yeah.
He tweeted a lot of things. Abe
Yes.
Lincoln too.
And they definitely wanted to get rid of all the censorship that we're dealing with online.
Yeah, that's I don't understand any conservative or libertarian or anybody that even slightly leans right wanting to promote a red flag law. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Well, they have those, and they've had that for a year in Florida.
See, and Breadmaker is pointing out what I've been saying is that we already qualify for a red flag. Like, I qualify for that. Just look at my social media account. Boom, done.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The rest of I just wanted to get that before we moved.
Every one of us would be just because we're conservatives.
Well, liberals now, they look on Twitter, they mass report to get accounts deleted. So what's going to stop them from mass putting you on a list and mass reporting you to get you put on a red flag list, right?
Right.
I don't even think that it should be legal for an employer to be able to look at your social media before hiring you. I'm sorry.
I disagree with. I mean, I agree with
private.
Yeah, and I don't even like. I remember when I was a substitute teacher at the high school, kids would get suspended for what was on their Twitter and their Facebook and stuff. Now, if you're, I can get it to a certain point.
Threatening is a whole. Threatening harm is a whole different matter.
Threatening a fellow student, they also have to care for. So okay, but as far as like whatever you post, like if you post yourself like smoking a blunt, they should not be able to kick you out of school for that, because that is your thing. You shouldn't like maybe you shouldn't have posted it because that's really stupid, but you know what I'm saying? Like I just don't.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think that they should be able to, and thank God I'm self-employed, because if they asked me for it, I'd be going, well, what business is that of yours? That's on my private time. That's my private communicate. That is not yours. That is not on your company time. I don't think you need to be worried about my political leanings, because that can stop people from getting mortgages, and that can stop people from getting jobs and all that kind of thing. And that's getting more and more concerning with what we see developing across the world with social media, namely their social credit score. Because if truth were to be known, Kimmy, we could probably already have something like that in play that we aren't even aware of, because obviously Google and all of them are watching everything we do, everywhere we go, everybody we associate with. The NSA is taking down every keystroke, every cell phone call, every voicemail, every email, even if you typed it in anger and then took it off. Well, then next they're going to start taking that into account. Well, look, remember that email you typed that day, Denise? You were mad at your husband and you told him blah, 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 blah. They're going to start being able to use all of that against us. I mean, it just gets to be more and more asinine.
And I'm not trying to make people paranoid or anything, but it's just a fact is that if they wanted to.
And what's worse,
we don't even know if they don't.
Yeah. Okay, I need to respond to Texas Blue Philly in the chat.
Oh no.
He said something about the president thought that we had an airport back in those days. And I saw something the other day that I really wish I could send to you, Phil. Maybe I can. This was on the Pirate Radio. It was a meme from last night. Said Jefferson Airplane got their name in remembrance of the attack Thomas Jefferson led against the British held airport. I'm going to start over. Jefferson Airplane got their name in remembrance of the attack Thomas Jefferson led against the British held airport at Boston, defeating the British. That's a little too much British words in there, but yeah, so that's actually historically factual, and that's where Jefferson Airplane got their we actually did have an airport.
It wasn't used for the same purposes, but yes, they did have things called airports back then. So Texas Blue, please stop your embarrassing Texas. Go back and research the term airport used in the 1800s. it'll help you.
Did they really have airports back then?
He types in all caps, right?
He used
Texas
to. I don't know
Blue.
if he is still or not.
Dude, Texas Blue, I don't know him.
I think he
That's
types in
good.
all caps.
Well, he didn't this time, but if you're going to be from Texas, look that up. At least be educated about it.
General Eaton says we did have an airport in houses called windows.
Oh, Texas Blue. So Texas is blue now, not red?
Holy dog shit! Texas only steers and queers come from Texas, Private Cowboy. And you don't much look like a steer to me, so that kind of narrows it down.
There you go, buddy.
And you don't California, my Texas.
That's right.
Another Trump tweet.
You're going to move to Texas, act like a Texan. Adopt the Texas ways. That's why we are as good as we are, is because we have been read and because we stand up for our liberties around here. And if you don't like it, go back to where you came from. Don't be trying to turn Texas purple because it isn't going to work.
You need to assimilate, Philly.
Breadmaker 62. If assholes were airplanes, the DNC would be an airport.
That's true, Fred Baker. That was a good point. Hey, I had another a video that I had sent you, Phil, that showed what makes America great. It's one that is from CBS News, actually. Believe it or not, every now and then, even a broke clock can be right.
Oh, I got it. It's the guy walking or running. That one?
What? Huh?
The guy running? Running?
Yes.
Okay.
He was.
All right, here we go.
His shoes, his socks.
Oh, it didn't show it.
Sorry. Has a mind of its own.
It showed it after, but the man was jogging by and saw the homeless man didn't have any shoes, so he gave him his socks and shoes. Isn't that sweet? I don't know if I would have thought to do that, but I sure hope so. I thought that was so good. Did I send you anything else that just absolutely need to be shown tonight, Bill?
I'm looking. Most of it is in the show, so it's hard for me to jump back and forth.
Yes, you're going to be a better timekeeper on that.
Oh. I'm looking.
Hey, and don't forget that Scott the Persistent is going to be spending the majority of October, I think, in Texas. So if you're in Texas, then be sure and reach out to Scott, because we need him to help us keep Texas blue. I mean, red. Excuse me, not blue. So, and if anybody knows him, I would be happy to host him and interview him for the show. We could have him on the Speakeasy and Mega Promises Kept. Wouldn't that be fun?
Wouldn't that be fun?
You know
I think it would. Kimmy, if you were free, you could come too and help me host it. See, I'm going to step you into my little
me and Scott Pressler in the hot tub interviewing him.
Well, I didn't think about being in the hot tub when we were interviewing, but if you insist, I'll meet you there.
Hot takes in the hot tub. That's what we'll call it.
Yeah, hot takes in the hot tub.
I got an article here from Breitbart that you sent me. 5 U.S. citizen human smugglers arrested near Arizona border.
Oh, good.
Tucson Sector Border Patrol agents arrested 5 human smugglers in 3 separate incidents, which led to the apprehension of 11 migrants. No, they're not migrants. They're illegal aliens.
Well, were these people being trafficked?
Yes.
Were these victims or migrants?
There were 5 were arrested smuggling in illegal aliens.
Okay, so this was voluntary smuggling, like they intended to be smuggled. They paid to be smuggled.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I just trying to figure out where my sympathy meter needs to go.
We're stopping it. We're winning. And I think I had sent somewhere that was showing how many more miles of the border wall that had been built. And I always love that.
Oh, that one I don't have. Sorry.
Well, at least we know. So, guys, it's being built. I don't care. They don't tell us about it. If it wasn't for POTUS bringing it up, which I'm getting so excited about the upcoming rallies. I love rally season. We are going to have so much fun.
I know. He's going to North Carolina soon.
When is he going?
I don't know. His tweet yesterday made me think he was on the way, but...
Well, I will say this. Y'all be sure and keep your eye on Denmark. POTUS is pointing us to that for a reason.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, it isn't over. The fat lady has saying, he's just, I don't understand how anybody can't see that the man is using the art of the deal. And once again, I saw somebody on Facebook today that was making fun of it, and I'm going, you are stupider than you look. Absolutely. If you think that that man isn't doing that for a reason. And what would be stupid about buying it? It's strategic. It's mineral rich. It's got all of, if you look at everything, there's so many advantages to us owning it. So I don't understand why people don't understand that when they put him down for that, they're putting America down.
Mm-hmm.
And it really irritates me. That's jumping down on my last nerve.
And it's also a sign of just an exceedingly small, enclosed mind. Like whenever I first heard that he's talking about buying Greenland, my first thing to do was I had to laugh because that's the only appropriate response. So I laughed.
Really, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, and then I was thinking, okay, so what does this mean? And so then you just open up your mind a little bit and just try to think of what could this mean? It could mean many different things, and then you just ask is that even possible? And of course it is. People buy countries all the time. Why not? Why not?
Well,
not all the time, but I mean, it's happened. That's how we got Louisiana.
Well, we tried to buy it twice before.
Oh, we did? Greenland?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we bought Alaska for $10 or something.
Brought it up, and they talked about it on over many years. You're exactly right, Rusty. So it's it was just we didn't know about it. So I thought, when I first heard it, but once I went back and researched it, there's precedence for it. It's strategic for our military. It's got huge amounts of minerals and all sorts of different things that could be sold. So it's not stupid at all. I mean, it's very smart. But regardless, I think there's still more to this. Not sure exactly what all, with POTUS bringing it to mind. So I just think it's worth us keeping our eyes on it because I think there's more coming, don't y'all?
Well, it was interesting that he. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you go, Rusty.
It was interesting that after the Prime Minister turned it down, he decided not to go to Denmark. That's highly unusual.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he was even if he's not wanting to buy Greenland, even if it's not strategic, it is a possible thing to do. I mean, the people are acting like you can't even do that. Like,
I know.
Somebody on Twitter told me that you can't. It's not legal to buy people. I said, who the fuck is talking about buying people?
Really, I saw that. That was stupid. I don't think they really believed it. They were just trying to make him sound small and mean, like he could buy people. They were just being ugly. They weren't even being
right.
Making a smart argument. That was so stupid.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe we'll buy Greenland. I want Greenland for Christmas. Forget my 2 front teeth. Already got those. I want Greenland.
I think you. Put them in our stocking, POTUS. I have a feeling there's going to be. I wondered what her response was when he called her bluff so quickly. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall. I bet she was going, what? What?
Yeah. Well, you know what? If nothing else, she may not have embarrassed or humiliated him, but it was a disrespectful thing for her to just come out and say, that's crazy. You know, him publicly like that. So maybe he was like, we treat with respect in public, or we want me. It may not have anything to do with buying Greenland. I won't.
Yes. And doesn't that show also that they don't really need our financial help, and that they shouldn't have any problem making their financial responsibilities in the UN if they can afford to lose $700 million a year on Greenland, which is what they're losing?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that make you think that maybe POTUS could say, are y'all meeting your responsibilities?
I was thinking the same thing.
In your response to my kind interest, and you're doing that, and so you must have all the money you need to pay your fair share at the UN, darling.
We may not have to buy Greenland. It may just be a matter of services rendered, like okay, in exchange for all you're back to that place or that place, then
wouldn't even add to our deficit.
What were you going to say, Russ?
Well, I was thinking the same thing that what Denise was saying. Speaking of, if they can't make their debt, or they cannot, they're part of the European Union, correct? Denmark. The European Union is failing tremendously.
Are they? Oh, Denmark is, yeah.
Yeah, but Greenland's like a province, like the Virgin Islands to us in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, they can't afford it.
It's like don't pull up in a Cadillac smoking your cigarettes while you're on public assistance and think that that's okay. It's the same principle. Live within your means. Don't be asking us for help. Don't be asking us for credit now if you are so derisive of our interest in the one liability that you have on your books that we could take off and it'd be mutually beneficial. So let's be a little less derisive next time.
Hey guys, it's 11 o'clock.
Wow.
Oh, and I think Joe's sniffing me again, so we gotta go.
Yeah, I think Ladies of Liberty is coming up. Want to remind everybody to watch all these great shows. Tav Show on Sunday night. Pirate Radio on Friday nights. My Favorite Things.
15 times.
Which had Doc Martin on, and she didn't mention her co-host, but that's all right. On at 11 on Thursdays. Boogie Bumper on Monday through Wednesday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Chris Mack, who's did his 1 millionth show. He's on to his 2 millionth show this week. He's on every night at 10 p.m. Who did I miss? Is Tack Attack still going on Wednesday night?
I haven't heard. I haven't seen her scoping in the last couple of weeks, but I might have missed it. Maybe someone in the chat will know.
And who else? I know we're missing somebody.
I'm going to give my favorite show on Sunday mornings a shout out, and that y'all start listening to Stable Genius and T and Homesteader on Patrick's Network. I like it.
I need to start listening to them. I share them and I forget to go watch them.
And I like Good Dog on Good Dog. It's like It's and Bits or something like that. I think it's called. He always does those deep dives. So
Yeah.
I think that's good info.
And of course, someone mentioned Ladies of Liberty is coming on any second now, probably.
And James R is on,
Yeah.
so
James R is on every day, somewhere between 5 and 6, right? James R is James R is usually somewhere between 5 and 6 every night.
I think it's more like 5 and 6 Eastern. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Oh, and the starting block on Wednesday, really early in the morning, like 3 a.m. Eastern, right?
Oh wait, no, it's 4:30 my time. It's 5:30 Eastern.
5:30 Eastern. Okay.
Crazy o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up here because before LOL comes on,
I think it already is.
Are they? Rusty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Say goodnight.
Everybody have a great weekend and keep fighting for our president.
Sandra's not here. She's just got a red smiley face, so we'll skip her. I don't know what happened to Beth. She must have fallen asleep and her phone died.
I think she had something come up in the family and had to leave for a minute.
Okay. Kimmy Jong-un.
I don't really have anything to say except, I will say this. I will say God bless America, of course, and the world. But I also, this coming Thursday, I don't even know if I should say who it is. Never mind, I'm not going to say it because I don't know if he's going to be able to do it or not. That's it for me. Good night, everybody.
It'll be a surprise.
I think he's going to be able to do it, but I wanted to confirm with him, like reconfirm.
Doc Martin.
Well, I just want to say thank you guys for coming. We're so glad you did. Y'all be sure and tell us hello whenever you see us out on the scopes, and look for ways that you can help support our wonderful movement. Because, guys, we cannot take our eyes off the ball. We've got to take back the Congress. We've got to increase our lead in the Senate, and we've got to get our POTUS reelected in a landslide where we can tell them to buzz off whenever they start squealing about the election, which you know they will do because they will not take it gracefully like we do. So we've got to be prepared. We've got to make sure that there is no question, no ifs, no ands, no buts. So look for a way that you can utilize your talents for the movement. Because, guys, otherwise you can't say anything if he does not win or if we don't get any one of those things accomplished. I don't want to hear whining. So belly up to the bar, put your money where your mouth is, and put your big girl or big boy panties on and deal with it. We've got to get this election won. And POTUS, if you're listening, don't forget for my weekly plug that I want to celebrate your re-election 2020 and my birthday at the White House when I come hug you till your eyeballs pop out. So thank you. I'm going to look forward to my trip. I'm already looking for what I'm going to wear to the White House. So y'all be here. Y'all come back and see us next week and be here or be square. So that's all. Here. We love y'all.
I'm going to use my good night time. Doc Martin already got a hug all night, so she doesn't need another one. No. I'm going to use my time to play this. Play a video and then we'll close it out.
Donald Trump presents Real Stable Genius.
Real stable genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Angry Socialist Activist.
Mr. Angry Socialist Activist.
What kind of guy has two thumbs and likes other people's money? That's right, this guy.
What for you to me?
Without you, Americans would be forced to do the unthinkable when they wanted bread. Go to a grocery store.
Red lights are a good thing.
What's that bulge in my pants? Why, it's free healthcare, and free housing, and free college, and, oh yeah, higher taxes.
Alright, you just happy to see me.
So crack open a nice government beverage, oh, Prince of the Proletariat. Capitalism may keep us free, but socialism puts the free in free shit.
Mr. Angry Socialist Activist.
Donald Trump, President forever, Washington, D.C.
Good night, everybody.